Hello everybody and welcome back to another video about March Madness and the brackets that are going on. Obviously everyone's bracket is busted by now. There may still be a perfect bracket or two from the originals, but they won't last too much longer. Not many people had St. Peter's coming this far, but they're doing good. But what we're doing today is we are doing a second chance bracket. So all the teams that are left, ESPN has a second chance bracket that you can fill out and hopefully get that one perfect. That one's a little bit easier because there's only 16 teams left. But we're going to be using a simulation website to determine who's going to win which game, and then when we get to the championship game, we'll do who wins and by how much it's going to be. So without any further ado, we will start on ESPN site. And here we are. Here's your second chance bracket. You got Gonzaga against Arkansas, Arizona, Houston, Texas Tech, Duke, Michigan, Villanova. And then on the bottom side, you have North Carolina, UCLA, Purdue, St. Peter's, and then Kansas, Providence, Iowa State, Miami. Miami was one of my biggest upsets I had in any of my other brackets. I didn't like Auburn beating Miami at all if Miami got past USC, and they did. So, out of 25 brackets I had, only one of them still doing really good. But without any further ado, our first matchup is Gonzaga, Arkansas. So, we'll go up here, plug in Gonzaga, and then on the bottom we'll put Arkansas. And I use this simulation site for the round of 64 for one bracket, and it got the St. Peter's pick right. It got Richmond over Iowa, and it got New Mexico State over UConn correct. And it was my best bracket, or one of my two best brackets until Indiana lost to St. Mary's. So Gonzaga, Arkansas, the simulation has Arkansas winning. So we'll go back here, we'll plug Arkansas in, and then we'll start with Texas Tech Duke on the next one. All right, so we'll put in Texas Tech. And Duke. All right. Now let's see. Oh, I got Texas Tech winning by 20 points. All right, so we've got Texas Tech and Arkansas in the Elite Eight over here. So we'll go ahead and do Texas Tech and Arkansas here. All right. Hang on here. Let it. It's being stupid. Give it just a second. Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right. Texas Tech, Arkansas, and it's got Arkansas by a lot. Oh my gosh, it's almost 30 points. As you can see here, the average score of people who put this matchup in is Texas Tech winning by 5. But for me, it's giving me Arkansas, so we're going to take Arkansas over Texas Tech. And then we've got Arizona, Houston. So we'll plug in Arizona and Houston here. And I hope it tells me Houston, because I'd like Houston to upset Arizona. It's got Arizona. All right. So we'll get Arizona in. And then Michigan, Villanova. Michigan, the most undeserving team left in the tournament. I hate them. And Villanova. Michigan and their fans are both very annoying. It's got Michigan by 2. And the average score is very close, as you can see. So we'll take Michigan. Okay, let's done this again. Okay. So we've got Arizona, Michigan. And we'll go here and we'll do Michigan and Arizona, which Michigan will probably win. Undeservingly. Most undeservingly. Arizona over Michigan. Okay. by 18, and generally it's by 10. So Arizona over Michigan. Now we go to the bottom part of the bracket here. We'll do North Carolina and UCLA. Not the year. There you go. And UCLA. All right. And what is I would think UNC's are hot, but it's giving me UCLA. Okay. And generally pretty close. Two very evenly matched teams. Purdue and St. Peter's. Now, when I did this simulation before, this simulation loved St. Peter's. That bracket has St. Peter's to the Final Four, maybe. I hated doing it, but I did. It's got Purdue by 12. Okay. Well, I did it earlier and it gave me St. Peter's, but whatever. So, Purdue by 12. And then Purdue and UCLA. Let's see what you give me. Purdue having that 7-4 center. Give me Purdue over UCLA by 3. Okay, and Purdue and Arkansas. Since we're already in the Final Four matchup. Let's see. Purdue by, wow, almost 20 points. Okay, all right. So we've got Purdue as one of our finalists. And then we'll start on the Midwest bracket down here. Kansas and Providence. Providence has had a really good run so far. But will they be enough to take down Kansas? Let's see. No, not quite. Not by 22 points. All right. And we've got Iowa State and Miami. The two teams that are seated very close together. One's a little more offensive, one's a little more defensive. Let's see. Iowa State by 3 in a low-scoring game. Okay. Now Kansas and Iowa State. Kansas, Iowa State. Let's see. They got Kansas by 14. Okay. Kansas is running through this tournament. So, in the Final Four, we've got Arkansas, Purdue in New Orleans. And then on the other side, we've got Arizona, Kansas in New Orleans. So, let's do Arizona, Kansas and see who it's got. This is for the finals. Kansas by, wow, a lot. What is that? 18 points? 16? 16? 16? Yeah. Kansas by 16 over Arizona. And then Kansas Purdue for the national championship. Let's see who it'll pick for me. Let's see. Purdue by 23 over Kansas. Wow. That's excessive. But you know what? 83-60. So I've got to pick Purdue. And the tiebreaker for the final score, 83-60. And that is who the simulation gave me. If you do it, it'll give you somebody different. I guarantee it. I went through a pick earlier. I went through the St. Peter's Purdue pick earlier, and it gave me St. Peter's by 2. So it's just by chance. But you can also look. It'll give you the stats down here. It'll say, this simulation was run over 2,000 times out of 73 overtimes. Kansas won 1,100 times. Purdue won just under 1,000 times. Won by 20 points. Purdue 157. Kansas 183. So really, it based on history of it, it picks Kansas, but it gave me Purdue. So we're going to run with it, roll with it, and see if that leads us to the promised land. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.